Yeah, welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. No, wait, Monday. Y'all, I knew it took us back 2 days. I feel like it's Saturday because my kids are out of school today. Okay. And I had a chance to sleep in. Usually that takes place on Saturday. Okay. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday to everyone. I'm not sure why I can't see y'all to click on y'all's comments in the restream chat. It's so weird. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me go out of it and come back in because I can see it on the YouTube side. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Hold on 1 second. All right, there we go. Okay, because I was like, now wait a minute. I'm seeing some on YouTube, but I'm not seeing them on Restream. Okay, we got it. I think I'm back. Let me make sure. Okay. So, welcome everyone. Let's see here. Hey, Honey 5K Gangsta. Thank you so much for joining, sis, and for being first in the building. Hey, Dreamy Girl. Hey, sis. Good morning. Yes, thank you for the reminder, sis. This live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Thank you so much. Good morning, Janet. Welcome, sis. Hi, Essie. Thank you for joining. Welcome, Honey Drip. Okay, thank you for joining, sis. And hi, Mrs. X. Welcome. Hey, Misunderstood. Thank y'all for joining. Thank everyone for joining this morning. Y'all, I, oh my gosh, I went to bed a little early last night. I did a video last night. If y'all have not watched that one, please watch that one as well. That one gave some information about some of the various things that Q has said on different panels. Okay. Now, I want to first say this. Okay. Believe me, I don't believe, I'm going to say everything he says. However, there are some things that I put into my little file cabinet, into my mind to see if some evidence or something like that comes out. Okay. Hi, isn't she lovely? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. At this point, of course, I am on the side of he can't really say too much more. Okay, you pretty much laid out a lot of stuff unless you just gonna go ahead and lay out the full truth of what happened behind y'all separation, you and Carlos and with the boys, and putting this infamous tape out, the recording. Okay, because everything, I mean, we've gone into everything else. Now, there were some things that stood out to me when I went back and I looked at Royal D. Shout out to Royal D, her covering this story as well. He was on her panel one day, and the part that I captured, he had said that he spoke with Romeca's mom's sister for 3 hours one day. Okay. And I know we've been wondering, like, this goes back to what is the real reason he's not putting out the full thing. Okay. And he said that because of Carlos, his potential, because he said this on Saturday on my panel, I think that was Saturday. He's like someone everyone's trying to protect, right? In that little group. Hi, it's Tay T. Welcome, sis. Good morning. Good morning, Rebecca. Thank y'all for joining. And in a sense, allegedly, if Carlos goes down, it is going to affect a lot of people. Okay, whether that's the funds. I don't know. I'm just, hey, throwing some stuff out. He didn't say how, whether it's a product. I don't know. Okay. Now, he also, in another sense, said, because y'all know after Carlos, the family, some of them knew him for a long time. And after everything happened, the family was learning that he was telling multiple stories of what took place. Okay. I think he was trying to make himself look good as far as he wasn't as involved in this as he stated, right? Well, once they started seeing video footage, I believe the family started looking at him a certain way. Like he may have also been a part of this, excuse me, this whole tragedy, right? Now, he was saying that, um, according to that, now the Blackman family, I guess, was looking at Carlos some type of way. And that wasn't going to be good because he said, "Do y'all know who the Blackman family is?" And I'm looking like, what kind of dynasty, type of stuff is this? Because I mean, it sounds like they would be a very powerful family if you had that reaction. So I still to this day, and I ask that underneath my comments because I'm not from Chicago. If anyone has heard of that particular family or any potential, things going down with that family name or something like that, that would make them a threat to others, right? So in a sense, I feel that because it's still being talked about and Holly and Carlos look guiltier than guilty, okay? Uh, he's trying to protect Carlos. And then in the same vein, because we don't know if there's this video, how it made Romeca look, maybe in a sense protecting that part for her family as well. Okay, if that makes sense. Now, I've also stated that I feel that the police there dropped the ball. Okay, I feel that they dropped the ball. Essie, we're getting to that. I'm building my background, so if you're gonna join, I thank you for being here. Please be patient as I build the background to where I'm going with this today. Thank you so much. I feel that because the police dropped the ball in the beginning, I think by now they thought a lot of people were going to be quiet about this, okay? And that's one reason why some things have been held back. I feel that there have already been things back in the background, okay? And people are starting to pick and choose what they are going to show when they are going to show. Okay. As Tati said, they seem like a loving family looking at her social media, not sure about other family members, which they can't be held accountable for what others do. No, I'm not saying that. No, I was saying that could it be possible they would go after him? Not because of his involvement. Okay. No, not that they, just go out doing stuff for people, but seeking revenge on behalf of Romeca. Okay. Hey, child, you know that that's something that is possible. And so we talked about that as well. Now, out there during this time, there were various vantage points and angles. Okay. And I know y'all, we've looked at that one video that went viral over and over and over, right? Now, as y'all recall, some of y'all may remember, I said that I had seen other angles of that video. However, I did not want to share them because of the sensitivity, and Romeca, the way it was showing her body up close and personal. Okay. So I never really showed those. Now, yesterday, I want to pull up this picture because I also showed y'all this. And actually, no. This morning, when I was looking at that video again, because I went back and I wanted to see if it showed something, but something else stood out to me. Each time you watch something, something new stands out to you. Let's see. Isn't she lovely? Said the police never even picked up the box. Right. Exactly. Thank you for that. Okay. They didn't even pick it up, which is so sad. this whole thing from the beginning was a hot mess the way they handled it. Hey, Tabany, good morning, sis. Okay, so let me show y'all the picture, and I'm gonna get into what stood out to me because I'm not gonna even be on here long since let's see, gotta go in a little earlier today. But I just wanted to share this tidbit of something that stood out to me, and now seeing one of the potential people that was out there recording. Okay, because let me tell y'all this, it is also exposing something. And them doing it this way, let me say this. It's exposing either you have a crooked road cop there that works at that police station that's giving out information to people to pass on, or you have a former cop that's also reaching out to people that's getting information. If all of this information is just being transferred from the police department. And it's so odd that they are so quick on passing out some information, but they're not quick on, let's see if there can be a indictment in this situation when a whole lady's life has been taken. So we quick about giving out stuff, but we're not quick about getting justice. I'm just not understanding that. Okay, so if y'all remember this picture here, okay, and I brought this up last week, and I said, who is the guy over to the right? Okay, because it looked like he was looking at Carlos, okay? And I said, now, was this one of his boys? Okay, Tabany, I did see that. Yes, if you're in the Chicago area, and I'll post that also that flyer. Yes, the family is out marching. Okay, they're trying to get justice. All right, they want justice for Romeca. That's what they're standing on. All the other stuff, y'all, oh my gosh, it's becoming a distraction. Okay, we got to stay with the facts. We got to stay with what's taking place in this case, updates and so forth. Okay, let's see here. I was wondering if they put two rookies together and they happen to be the first to get to the scene. They look totally clueless out there. Right. Hi, Angel. Welcome. Good morning. Open book. I honestly think that those men had planned to video Roe and Holly fighting. The lady said no. When it got out of hand and the life was taken, they had. Oh, Angel, I can believe that too. Yeah, but I definitely believe that people were put into place to be there to record. I can definitely agree with that. Yes. Carlos work out with cops. He have friends. Yeah. Time to exhale. It's see in the details. You got to pay attention to the details of what people say because it's exposing some other stuff. Okay. Definitely, if people have access, if only the cops have it, certain things and certain things are being leaked. You have a crooked cop either still there on the force passing out information, or you have a former cop that's able to get information and give it out to people. Hi, Mahogany. What's being said is Holly's aunt is a judge and Carlos is connected to the police. And I can see that. Now, I don't know about the judge part. I have heard that too. Good morning, Jasmine Girl. She said a lot of our cops give out info. One told me stuff in my grocery store over here. Wait a minute. She said one told her at the grocery store they don't care because the police don't like the mayor and the mayor doesn't like the police. Now see that, and see Jasmine Girl is there in that area, and I can believe that because if we got videos being leaked out in a whole murder investigation and we still haven't heard from a grand jury, we haven't heard if there's an indictment yet, and it's been over a month, but we got videos slowly being leaked here, leaked there, this one here, we still haven't seen the main one yet. Okay, so that it should be obvious that someone is passing out stuff. Okay. Jasmine said, and there will be no indictment, no grand jury, no feds, no arrest. They aren't working on this case. Oh my gosh, she said Keys is lying. Oh my goodness. Hi, Deanna, welcome. Okay, so going back to this. And so I saw this picture, and I said the guy on the right in the black stood out to me for some reason. I don't know why he stood out. It looked like he was looking over at Carlos, but I had no proof of anything. I was like, I don't know. So this morning when I woke up a little early, and I actually went back to sleep, I went back over to that video, y'all. And the angle that the person was shooting from revealed this guy here. And I said, wait a minute. When I first watched that video, I did not see him in the scene. I guess I didn't pay attention. You know, certain stuff, each time you watch something, certain stuff stands out. Okay. And so let me pull up. I'm going to pull up the video that I saw. Now, I haven't done any editing to this video. The only thing that I did do, I stopped the screen record before it showed Romeca's body, because this is one of the ones where this person that was recording actually leaned over the car, and you could see her body on this one. Okay, and you could see the medics. There was another one. You could see the medics working on her, putting bandage next to her face and gauze and stuff like that to stop the bleeding. But the angle that was showed yesterday, I can admit I hadn't seen it from that viewpoint or distance, and the fact that Carlos had multiple phones. I hadn't seen that part. However, now after seeing this angle and who was over there, it probably gives you more clues as to who took that recording. That's what I want y'all to see in this video. Welcome everyone just coming in. Good morning, Miss Lady. All right, so let me pull up this video. Okay, hold on. Let me make it bigger, y'all. That didn't help. Hold on. I'm going to rewind it. I want to make it. Let me get this other thing off the screen. And I'm going to take the comments down. I'm going to make this. Okay, maybe that'll help. Okay, now, even right here, before it really starts playing, y'all look to the right of the screen, okay? By the Hispanic guy that is talking, he's talking to Carlos at this point. There is another girl standing back there in an orange jacket and pink pants. Then you have another guy standing to the right of that van, like I guess that's a van, with a black jacket on. Then you have the guy in the dreads, okay, with the black. So our focus is going to be on the guy with the dreads, okay? Misunderstood said if detectives are saying it was a blind spot, I think that's their way of saying they don't have enough concrete evidence to move further right now. Okay, misunderstood, clock it. But y'all, that's not new information to us over here. We have already, from the very beginning, Jasmine lives there, okay, has been giving us tips, and we've been looking into those things. There were no shot spotter camera footage out there. We've already been stating that, okay? The buildings around there, she even went to ask one of the building people, the apartment people, did their cameras work? They said no. They couldn't explain why. Okay, so we knew that it couldn't have come from that. Okay, so someone would have had to have been recording. Some people were recording to get the footage that we have so far, right? Okay, and so now we're hearing some of this footage is coming from the police and all of that, which adds more to the context of where this is coming from. So then, y'all, let's play it, and I want y'all to pay attention to Dreadlock Guy. Okay, I know we're going to hear the guy talking in the background, and he's saying some stuff in here as well about you were trying to put her in a headlock and kidnap her and stuff like that. But look, we're just going to pay attention to the guy in the dreads. Look at the guy in the dress in the back. He got his phone out. And he is now recording right there from that angle in the top corner. He walks over there. There he goes. He's standing there, takes his phone, takes a picture. It's going to show again. Let's see if it shows. I'll get the seal of him. Trying to get it on the feel of that. Okay, so right there, you can see that he started recording. Hi, Karen. Good morning. He started recording. And so what I've been trying to do is to go through those videos and see if I see him in any of those videos and in any of the photos, okay? Because that there would show a connection to Carlos, okay? And if it shows a connection to him, Q, or someone, then that shows y'all there were people on the scene that were connected to him in this. Okay, if you notice the other videos, we don't have who's recording them. Okay, now we have now an angle showing that a video was recorded from on that side, because that particular angle was getting Carlos, doing what he's doing, the medics bending down, trying to help her, things of that sort, but we didn't know where the video came from. Where in this particular video, you have a person that's been standing over to the side, looking Carlos's direction. Now he eases over there. Notice he even positioned himself in front of the lady with the pink stretch pants on and the orange jacket. Okay. And he's trying to play it off. You know how because you know how you're outside sometimes and somebody doing something crazy, but you don't want them to know that you are recording their craziness because you don't want them to call you out. That's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of somebody who's trying to play it off that they're recording. Okay. If Carlos took her phone and was removing information out of it, it still could be found. Hope you know it. Yeah, right, Carlos. Okay. That stuff goes into a satellite. It cannot be removed. And I learned that a long time ago, baby. They said anything you put out, it is there forever. Okay, so they can go and get all of that information. So if that's what he was trying to do, epic fail, because it's still there. Okay, it can still be found. It's probably someone that's friends with Quadre, that is friends with Carlos, because it's clear that Carlos isn't friends with Quadre that filmed it. Well, we don't know that for sure. He's not gonna tell us if he friends with Carlos. In on Saturday, he was saying he was putting out some of this stuff so that the people that are involved in the investigation, the jury members, prosecutors and stuff, can indirectly, allegedly see some of the stuff he puts out to paint a certain picture of a person's character and all of that. He's not going to flat out say, oh, yeah, I still talk to Carlos, because that would be too obvious of who is telling him to do this and giving him info to put out. Okay, so he's not going to admit that. However, there are, in my opinion, some other people that is mutually connected. Yeah, I do feel that. He even played a video the other day on his channel of the guy, somebody giving him props for doing this. This is not a game, okay? My thing is, if you have info, stuff should have been put out already, okay, at one time. But it's like we holding back. We're not gonna put this out yet. We doing what is the point of that? Okay, if you're gonna build a case, put the stuff on out. If you're trying to show something, but if you're putting it out in bits and pieces, then that's keeping people talking too, because they don't have the full puzzle. Okay, but they got enough video plus investigating where bullet shells fell and where Romeca was laying. The Cashapp trail, they know how to figure all that out. Our blind spot or not. Right, blind spot. I ain't never heard that, because baby, I ain't even heard of no blind spot. I'm trying to see what part was a blind spot, because this is in broad daylight, people all around. You got all kind of video angles. So I don't know what blind spot the police talking about, because I clearly see it's daytime and people around. And how would it be a blind spot if you also have another ghost witness that says she was driving by, okay, and she witnessed a whole lot. So what kind of blind spot they talking about? Okay, because baby, it was open right here. Now you have different angles. Okay, if you were on side of this car and you didn't go around the car, then yes, that would be a blind spot, because there was some stuff taking place, obviously, on the other side of that car, Carlos. Okay, pulling out phones, recording, taking pictures. If you get his phone, he probably got all kind of recordings and pictures. And it makes me think back to when that lady Mara, was that one? Yeah, that lady Mara, and when she was doing that channeling of Romeca, and she said that Romeca was talking about, did y'all see him laughing? Did y'all see him laughing? I believe that he was down there laughing and saying little slick stuff. I can see that happening. Okay, so that part doesn't surprise me. Even if you look at his face on here when he talking to the Hispanic guy, look at how he's looking at him. Look, he ain't bothered. This might go away. The guy back there just recorded. Hi, Elaine. Good morning. Y'all make sure you tap the like button. Let everyone know we are live. Okay. Also, Dreamy Girl is putting in the chat different ways you may support. Thank y'all. The like button is for free, but those are various ways you may support. Susan said, have people become so desensitized to what's going on in the world to the point that they want a place themselves right up in direct view to see this type of carnage? I couldn't do it right. And you know what? That shows when I was seeing this the first time, I said, y'all, these people are actually used to this on a daily basis in some parts of Chicago. Now, Jasmine said here in this area, they're not used to, this type of crime, because this was actually a nice side of town. But imagine in certain parts, and not just Chicago, but certain areas where it's rough, they are used to seeing this type of thing. It's just like another, dead body to them, unfortunately. And so, yeah, I believe they do get desensitized to it. Good morning, Real TTV. Honey Drip said, I do too, Elaine. I believe he was there, but I still think he's lying about what happened and how. Okay. She said goes to the motherboard. All right. She honestly thinks this is a game. It's a game to him and a money move. Who? Quadre? Jasmine said, I want all Chicago families who lost loved ones to get justice, but they never do. And we have hundreds of them. I love Chicago, but if you get hurt here, don't expect them to help you or resolution, sadly. The DA gets a warrant for the phone and social media and don't need anyone's phone. Yeah, they could just subpoena the records. I agree, Susan. It's just terrible. It's no way I would have wanted to see that up close and personal. Some people want to, though. It is said that Lowe's had certain people on that scene. I believe it, especially after seeing this. I'm telling you, that guy was watching his moves, okay? And I believe, too, when he turned around, y'all, I'm going to play it again. He was making sure whatever he was doing on the other side of that car, that the Hispanic guy did not come over there, okay? He was trying to play it off. Let me play it again. See, he looking at him to see if he coming over there. There go the other guy moving into position. He telling the police what happened. Now, being that it was also stated that Carlos was on the scene telling everyone it's self-defense, right? So you mean to tell me with that many people out there, okay, and it's self-defense, And we have a witness number one and witness number two on a police report with just 2 lines of information that all of these people, this guy here submitting video, people submitting videos to the police because a lot of them didn't want to be involved in this. If they submit video footages to the police and all of that, baby, you need to be on there as a witness. Okay? Because the Hispanic couple, they're not recording. So where are all these recordings coming from that went to the police? I'm just curious to know who turned in phone video, because that's Romeca. They have her phone. Okay. Romeca's phone wouldn't have recorded this. Holly, they could have gotten her phone, but Holly's not over there. All these different angles. So who's turning in all of this video footage to the police? I'm just curious because there's only 3 witnesses on the police report, and 2 of them are white Hispanic or something. I think it said white Hispanic. Okay, who was turning their phone stuff in? Where are these videos coming from? This person had this on their page, and it's another one, y'all. But I would have to edit that because it's kind of from this side. This person was from this side. And when they walked around the car, like you really could literally see her body, what she had on, and the medic there, trying to stop the bleeding and stuff like that. And it's just blood everywhere, So for the family and things like that, I've never shared that. Some stuff I just don't share. I've seen it, but I just don't want to share that on my platform and out of respect for the family. Okay. So that was publicly put out. All of these videos were put out from the beginning. Only one, like I said, that angle I didn't see last night. I hadn't seen that angle, and that he had 2 cell phones. Now, on the other angle, from the distance, we've seen that one, and that he put a phone on top of the car. Okay. But the 2 cell phone thing is new. Okay, Demetra says she doesn't believe that Q has another video. They're going to arrest them if they want us to go away. Right. The entire scene was a blind spot to these buffoons. Yeah, they didn't even do their job. The whole thing was a blind spot. They couldn't even see the shooter till the Holly, not Holly, the Hispanic girl pointed out Holly. They didn't even see who it was that shot. Okay, so I believe these videos are clips, part of a whole video. When they're from different vantage points, now they may put them together to become one whole video. I do believe that there is a first part to this, though, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. That's just my belief. I could be wrong, but I believe that there was a part prior to it going bad, and I agree. Who said that earlier? Oh, I forgot who said it earlier, but I agree with the person who said that it started off as a fight video where they meet up, and fight and things like that, and things got out of control and it turned left. So now what? Okay, we got to fix this. And if he does, I believe it shows Holly as the aggressor. And they trying to edit it. Yes, until they locked up, right? Mahogany said, wow, I would have to move away from there because if something happens, you might not get help. Yes, Mahogany, that's what Jasmine's been saying. She was like, a lot of times these families don't even get help. Okay, one of the ladies, she's still seeking justice. I think Miss Freddie, she's still seeking justice for her son. Okay, and that is so sad that they dropped the ball on a lot of these earners. It's sad. Yes, you could be in a good neighborhood and go around the corner and it's ratchet. Right, exactly. Bless you. Go get tissue. Okay. You can get taken out anywhere. People will turn their back on you. I believe that. Okay, what's crazy is where's the baby? So now video that baby in the car. Yeah, see, and you know what? The Hispanic guy did bring up the baby too. He did bring up the baby. But y'all, I haven't even seen the baby at all. And even on this video, this is Holly's car that they're by. The windows are up. He's over there recording. The windows are up. So the baby, is the car still running? How long did the car run? Because one minute we were hearing windows down, and then I looked at this, windows are up. So, child, how long was the car running, or what was the baby? I'm so that part is still a mystery. For them to start this whole thing about, oh, she was trying to get after the baby, you would think that the baby was the central part, Micah. You would think that the baby was a central part in this whole thing, and we would see the baby everywhere. Okay, because since she was so trying to come after the baby this and the baby that, and we still none of these videos that we have seen thus far have shown a baby even in the background. Okay, we see her on the car leaning. We don't see a baby nowhere. He shouldn't have never touched her phone. Right, and I don't know if that was her phone or not. Let's see. Deanna said it's sad they think it's a game and thought they were so smart, but what is done in the dark always comes to light. They don't understand how technology works. They will start turning on each other. Right. And you know what? This is what I'm saying. When I originally watched this video, that part did not stand out to me, y'all. And one day I was going through and I said, let me look at the people around. So I don't know. He stood out to me. But look how many weeks have gone on. So I said, this morning I woke up, I was going back through those videos, and I said, now wait a second. I ain't never seen this because I was like, does anybody know this guy with the dreads, right? I said, I've been looking for him in videos, all of that stuff. Lo and behold, when I went back, that was this morning, and looked through that video again, I noticed that part. I said, wait, he moved? I never knew he moved until this morning when I went back because we had seen the other side footage yesterday. And I said, well, let me go back to the other video. And lo and behold, I said, what if that footage from that side came from this guy right here? Because he's over there recording right now. Yes, Tabany. Yeah. But I'm saying if they have so much footage and stuff, where's this footage coming from? Police department. So Q didn't release the song. Girl, Susan. No, no. And I really have nothing else. I mean, there's nothing else to talk about with him. He's been on every platform talking and telling, what from his view of this, what took place and all of that. So the other last thing that he can say is, baby, what time is the video being uploaded? Because you've said it 3, 4, 5 times. Okay. And we still have yet to see that video being released. If now you can go live on YouTube, then now what's the problem? It's just a bunch of games and it should not be. Yeah. It should not be. So I don't know who this mystery man is. Keep a lookout if y'all see him in something. But this is probably where one of those videos came from that angle. He didn't realize the guy who was recording this one was going to get him in the footage. Right, Dreamy Girl? And they have multiple angles out there. And see, he was about to walk over and you would see her body, and I was like, I'm not gonna have that part. So yeah. I also been wondering about this video of Romeca supposedly looking at Holly's social media when all we saw is an hand. Okay. Well, it did sound like her. I'm gonna be honest. When I listened to her voice on another video and that one, it sounded like her. But y'all, even in that video, I was just wondering what was the point of that video? Like, why was she recording herself doing that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where was the video coming from? It confused me on that. Like, she's recording herself, or was I don't know how that video would have gotten out. You see what I'm saying? Like if she was recording herself showing somebody's Holly's social media, how did it get out to where Q has it? You unless it's like I said, double agents. Okay, on both sides. I believe there were people playing in this game on both sides. I do believe that. I think the Mexicans were so hyped, the police ain't know where to start first. They were just confused. Yeah, I'm glad you played this. Slow it down because I did. I didn't see this, or you did see this. Let me see if I can slow it down here. Restream. Let's see if it'll let me. It'll let me loop it. I can't slow it down on here. I may go back and record it in slow motion. I'll do that and post that part. She said she was standing on the doorway. So that shows right there. Q somebody she was standing behind the car. The girl just said she was standing on the doorway. Y'all pick up what they saying too. You don't think it was her? It's Tay. Someone else that she trusted recorded. She knew she was being recorded. Oh. Okay. That would make sense. Who's that person in the orange hoodie? She be on the witness stand. Hello? Right, Real TTV. She had a good view too. So yeah. Let's see. Listen to what she is saying in the video though. She was referencing someone that was carrying bones. I didn't hear her threatening to harm. No, I didn't threaten her to harm. I didn't hear her threaten to harm her either. Um, it sounded like she was saying, she said Carlos saying, who am I talking to? And she was like, man, I don't know if I recorded that one. I don't know if I recorded that one. I would have to find that one. Um, but it's like he was basically saying who you talking to because information was getting back to him. And y'all, I hate to say it, but hey, I just gonna put it out there. Some of the stuff now, I wonder if some of the family was relaying some stuff back to him that she was talking about. Um, because the other night, hey KB mommy, good morning, welcome. You know, her cousin was sharing some information that she had asked the family about Carlos and an alleged text message or something that Romeca found or was sent to her, I should say, um, about Carlos with some type of transgender person. And I mean, my thing is, what does that have to do with the case? Like, we got to be careful. You know, Romeca is gone, but protecting her still. You know, if that was my family member, certain private information, I don't think I would put out that she had asked me, and this is just me, if that was my family member, unless it has something to do with the case at hand, because that could turn into messy gossip. We have no proof of it either. Now we can look at him and say pretty much that's not right. Okay. But you know, I don't know. Okay. I'm not gonna say that for sure. Hey, Mama. I'm not gonna say that for sure. You know, but some stuff, child, you just gotta be careful whether it's family, friends, whoever, and you know, they are close to Carlos and all of that. But I've stated this, y'all, that I feel like there were some people playing double agents, um, and getting information on Holly. Holly, like she talking about this random person Who was talking to Holly? Who was telling Holly her business? Was it anybody else besides Carlos? Because we were assuming, oh, it was just Carlos, but did they have a mutual friend or someone? I think the cousin did say there was a person that knew Holly too that Romeca had talked to. So there are more people, players involved in this, okay, that were like keeping this drama and mess just going. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, in my opinion. Let's see. Ro had probably had some people who were jealous of her in her own crew, or it could be a family member too. You never know, right? Fortunately. If you listen to the people talking in all of the videos, no one ever said Mika was an aggressor, but they definitely said Holly was. Clock it. Okay. Yeah, I heard that too. I seen video yesterday that Carlos had got Romeca's phone, deleted text messages, and put her phone back in her pocket, and he stole jewelry from her. I don't know. I haven't seen all of that. Now we did see him down, low, doing something. I can't say if he was taking jewelry or phone, doing all that. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, being messy, like the cousin said, no matter what someone told her, she had to be tired. Hey, Real Talk No Chaser is in the building. Thank you for joining. Y'all, Real Talk No Chaser, for those of you who don't know, he is the one that produced my intro and outro songs and videos. So shout out to him. Deanna said exactly, open book. The family need to stay off the internet, period. Period. Because more stuff gonna start coming out. then this takes a whole. I'm telling y'all now. It can one or two things gonna happen. Okay, either we gonna stay focused. We gonna stay focused on justice for Romeca, or baby, this is about to turn into a whole soap opera. Okay, so we gotta pick. Okay, because it can probably go there. It's starting to kind of go there with turning into the next Young and the Restless. Okay, reality show. Let's see, 11 years and you don't know your man zesty. I could tell from the maternity photo. When I first saw that picture, it did it for me. Okay, that if not, I mean both ways. Bye. Okay. I'm telling you, I noticed the men and hey, turn it down. And the Rowe family didn't protect her. She had brothers and uncles, and they did nothing to help her. Well, I don't want to say that because we don't know for sure. Because sometimes, when you're in love with someone, you have a child by someone, sometimes family, they don't get involved in that because if you're not ready to leave, no one can force you to leave or anything like that. So I'm not going to really say that. I don't think they have mutual friends. I know Holly is a stalker. Yeah, Holly is a stalker. You saw all of that on the video. Was it clear for you to be able to tell that is what he was doing? Yeah, I couldn't tell that. Write a Tubi movie. But I noticed the baby mama in BW families, black women families, typically don't protect them, not even their daughters. That's how I knew it would be no retaliation because it's never any retaliation when a black woman loses her life. Oh, girl, that's sad. It's really sad. And y'all, we have this case, and then also that other case, where the lady alleged. Well, that one I gotta look at an update because at one point it was he shot her first, then himself, then it was she shot him first, and then herself. That he allegedly had AIDS. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know who shot who first, but that's still sad. And is there going to be justice for that lady if it comes out that he shot her first and then himself? So I don't know. I don't trust the aunt for some reason. Exactly, Ob. The women have to be ready to leave on their own because if they not try, they will go back. Yeah, and that's an uncomfortable situation. So, y'all, what I'm gonna do? A couple of things. I'm going to slow the video down and upload that where you can see it in slow motion when I get a chance today. And then I'll find that other video too where she's on the phone because some people want to see that as well. and I'll upload those two videos. But I wanted to go over this one today. That guy is possibly the one that one of the recordings, because it's probably multiple, but definitely from that angle, he was over there recording. Okay, there he is, getting in position. Okay, at the top right corner. It's gonna pan back, and he's recording. Okay. So yes, I wasn't going to stay on long this morning. If Los and Holly pulled up after Ro left and Ro did her usual turnaround, she would have seen Los's car first. He's blocking. She pulled behind. He jumps out to her car. Car door fight. Holly's on the curb. Yep. That's possible. That could have happened that way. I believe the cousin stated that, basically saying that could be part of the reason he wanted her gone too. Oh yeah. Yeah, the cousin did bring that up. And now that is that could be a reason, as to why, if she found out that type of secret and maybe say, I'm going to expose you, he probably wouldn't like that. Okay. To me, that's worse than cheating and getting a baby, probably in his eyes, because he's trying to hide it with various women. You're doing an awesome job sticking to the matter at hand. Thank you so much, Deanna. I appreciate that. I thank you, and thank y'all for your support also. Also, there was a short that I uploaded. He shared on his story yesterday. Now, y'all, I'm not sure if it's a girlfriend. Let me pull that up, or what. But at best, he's trolling. Okay, sir, it's the timing for me. Like, regardless of whether you're with a girl or not, posting this and you got a whole girl that could be charged with homicide. uh Let me pull this up. And with your baby mama. Okay, we still trying to get justice for the other baby mama. Like, it's weird. Okay, let me remove this. I don't know who that girl is. Make it bigger. Now, it's not Halloween yet. It could be an old picture. But the timing of him posting this is so disrespectful. Okay. And he also crossed out that girl's name. I don't know if y'all caught that. He wanted to make sure no one went over to her page. He wanted to make sure y'all didn't go over there messing with that girl. Exactly, Susan. Even if he's trolling, and it's not, it's in forte. Okay, it is his whole. It's in forte. The post in there. Yeah, it's because it's pro. Okay, he's trying to be funny. Yeah, so I was like, stop. Carlos, girl. So, and they put the F signs on top of that. Poor taste. What if Holly didn't care? He went both ways. Okay, real tea. Clock it. Okay, and she was okay with all of that, and it didn't run her off. There are some women that know their man is bi, and if she allegedly likes to do threesomes. Okay. Remember when somebody brought that up? What did I say? I said, was it Holly and two women? I mean, another woman, or was it Holly and another man? Okay. Because if she likes threesomes, I'm pretty sure he was down for it. Okay, we don't know if it was with another woman or man. We don't know, Miss Lady. We don't know. He shared that to his story. I don't know. It could be old, but it's still poor taste. Okay, and the timing of all of that is very weird. Okay, and what you trying to say? And you shared one with y'all pointing the F you sign at everybody. Like, come on now, that's poor taste. And he trolling. After Lowe's jumped to Rose's car, she was probably wondering why he was at the school since they had been going at it the past couple of weeks. Can you post both videos of I Would Never Part 1 and Part 2? I can only find one. Oh, I think I do have both of those. If they're under the shorts. Now, Part 2, I did it as audio. She was by as well. She did not care. That's what I'm saying. She probably did not care. You believe that's his sister? Okay. The whole it's the beard thing for me. I mean, even if y'all, let me say this. Guys like that, I'm telling you, they want to surround themselves with women or have women fighting over them, going from woman to woman, because they don't want to be found out. Okay. Y'all probably already know that. Right. Hi, Angela. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Yeah. I was like, So, y'all, those of you who were just tuning in, we were just talking about the other video, the guy that was standing on the side of the scene that we saw in with the dreads. Well, this morning when I was going back through some of the videos, something stood out to me in regards to that one video that the guy actually moved. I didn't in the okay, so y'all know the one main video that we've all seen, okay? You don't see him moving around and stuff like that. We've been seeing that video over and over. Well, I promise you, I has already seen this video, but I never noticed he moved. I thought he stayed on the sidewalk, okay? And so for those of you just coming in, we were showing how the guy in the black on the side with the dreads moves to get a good angle and he starts to record. So the videos coming from that side of Holly's car where Romeca's body is on the ground, he is one potential guy that has footage of that. We don't know if he is connected to Carlos or not, or Quadre, or who he's out there for. Okay. Um, So, but that's an observation that I made this morning because there are different angles of videos coming out, but we still have yet to see the video footage of what led up to this. Okay, we haven't seen that part yet. And there's a delay as to that part being put out. I think by now they're trying to see if everybody's going to stop talking about this and move on before they try to put that out. You know what? I looked, Susan, and I didn't spot it. That's what I've been trying to do in the background. Okay. I had to suffer through listening to Carlos bubblegum rap. One night, y'all, I watched about 10, 11 videos trying to find this guy. Man, I was like, I don't even want to listen to it. Let me put it on mute. I've been trying to find the dude. I'm like, no way. If I could find him in one video, I even looked in the pictures from Q the other day. He had 2 pictures. And I was like, is this dude one of them? Trying to see. Would the bus video show that? I don't know. It depends on how fast and how much. You know what I'm saying? Because the bus stop is across the street. Uh, you know, going, what is that? North across the street. I'm just going to say it. A lot of the cops in Chicago are connected to the streets. Okay, Elaine, that's what we're hearing. And then we're also hearing that allegedly they don't like the mayor, so they're trying to make the mayor look bad anyways. So they don't care. They're trying to give out information and all of that. And then if you throw them a few bucks, they really probably don't care about what they give you. There are 2 guys wearing black on either side of the pole. Yeah, the other guy, I don't know who he is either. I didn't see him recording though. He has his hands in his pocket. But he moved over there to record. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Even that cop standing there not doing nothing. He should have told Carlos to move. He should have had Carlos detained right there in handcuffs. Because you are compromising the scene, sir. See, they're over there working on her. He didn't do nothing. Look at this dude. That cop. He wasn't doing nothing. Okay. They do not care. They know that they didn't do what they were supposed to do in this case and all of that. Yeah, that's what I heard, Slow Jab Nose. Uh-huh. Because how else would videos begin released if the police have them? And why these people not consider witnesses? That's what I want to know. If the police has their evidence, okay, in these videos, how come they are not witnesses on the police report? And the phones that they are allegedly, they allegedly have, Romeca was not going to take this footage. She unfortunately is gone. Holly cannot be everywhere one time. I didn't even, the only time I saw the phone in her hand, now, she probably did record something at one point. Hey, Krisha, good morning. Thank you for joining, sis. But to be everywhere one time, getting different angles, no. Yep, Deanna, clock it. Our bus does not have cameras on the outside, only on the inside. And it's not just our cops, our mayor, county president, judges, states, attorney office are all corrupt too. Y'all have no idea. And see, this from a person that lives there, okay? And I believe it. Look at how this is being handled. I believe it. Okay, no justice so far, and it's over a month. Child, what are we doing? And shout out to the family and the friends that are on the front line, that are going to the marches, trying to still seek justice for Romeca every week. Yeah, they definitely dropped the ball. Any questions, young girl? What had on the book bag? Yeah, I don't know who the little girl was. Elaine said, remember when I said there is a lot of hidden parts to the crime? Yep, I remember. Yeah, we're just trying to put it all together. Mm-hmm. So yeah, y'all. I'm still watching stuff. I'm still looking through stuff. I'm trying to put together my own pieces. Okay, back in the background. So I try not to bring everything up front until I kind of know some stuff. But yeah, I had seen this. I never saw the guy had moved though to that side until early this morning. When I got up, I went back to sleep though. But I say, oh my gosh, he moved. I could not believe it. Okay, The Shy. A lot of people watch The Shy. That's probably real life. I lived in Kansas City and Oklahoma. I know all about police corruption. Now, see, in Texas, though, y'all, they don't play. I'm going to be honest. If this happened here in Texas, baby, for one, everybody pulling up. Okay, cops everywhere. If you anywhere around, you getting in handcuffs till they figure it out. We would have heard some type when especially if it involves some children being missing, baby, they don't play about that. They do not play. They're gonna try to get it out of you one way or another. But yeah, certain things, the way they handled this just was not right. Set up, sacrifice, and smoke and mirrors. Yep, some stuff is just smoke and mirrors. Yep, I believe that. Elaine. And we already know Carlos has that on his record, abating an escape, escape in a bed. What was it? Trying to, who was he trying to protect? Maybe they felt like they owed him one. They trying to get him up out of this. Now you just said something to make me think back. Was he trying to help Quadre back then? Who was he trying to help escape? Now that person feels like they owe him one. Come on now. Who was that person on Carlos's record? Okay, let me look back at my short. Let me see, what did that say? Let's see here. Because let's see, one of these people may owe him a favor. Come on now. Let me see right quick. That just hit me. Thank you for saying that, Elaine. Let's see. What was that record? Let me see. Did I have it on the videos or shorts? I had it on the shorts. Hold on, y'all. I know it was a members video at first. It might be on the video. Oh no, here it is. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna put this down. All right, let's see here. Let me see which one it was. So many. Stop sign. Okay, that's the weapon one. Driving on revoked license. Operator signal required 100 feet of a turn. He can't even. That's domestic battery, bodily harm. Did I get that one in here? Okay. Okay. Resisting police officer or aiding escape. Child, who were you aiding their escape? Come on now. Did somebody feel like they owed you? Okay. Either it was one or the other. You was either resisting the officer or aiding an escape. Girl, I'm telling you, they don't play. It would have been worse in Texas because there's duty to retreat. Mm-hmm. Quadre talking about Carlos don't have a record. Child, we had to go through a whole CVS receipt. They were very messy with the sacrifice. Looked like a whole movie. I think they're trying to make it into a movie. That's why they're trying to get all this footage. I'm telling you, they're trying to make it into a movie. Quadre keeps bringing that up too. He keeps saying it. I've been listening. Okay. What? Okay. Let me see. Quadre, on your Facebook. Screenshot. All right. I'm gonna pull that up. There was a whole movie made about Oklahoma and Texas corruption years ago. Billy Jack. Who's Billy Jack? All right. So the aunt says, and let me just add my 2 cents. Can y'all see it? Let me make sure it's big enough. And let me just add my 2 cents. The police still have Holly's phone, which contains multiple threatening voicemails from Romeca. And I know the nosy folks in Lake County didn't forget that Facebook post where Romeca was all up in Holly's comments. I kept telling her to get mental help and to stop harassing my niece. But anyway, the police have everything. So let's just keep quiet because if this goes to trial, her legal team already has more than enough evidence. You may not take threats serious, but we do, especially when you can prove they're credible. Okay, and who wait a minute, because I got a lot to say. I'm trying to think of what order I want to go in. Okay, let's see. He talking about it's gonna be a Tubi movie. Child, that's what you keep saying. We hearing, and the way y'all doing this though, but you're using a young lady's death as the whole inspiration behind the Tubi movie. Y'all could have used something else to come up with the Tubi movie. Use some of those Todd skits that he's trying to make as part of your Tubi movie. It's also suspect that Q and Los's gym buddy and skit friend wearing the gray cap were adamant that Roe was murdered by Los's house and there was blood there, coupled by Los leaving and changing clothes. Yeah, that's suspect too. Exactly. Okay, say that again. It's Tay, because there's plenty of weight. Let me see. What did you say? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. What did he say for her to say that? Hey, Brittany, welcome. Let me go back because she replied to. First of all, who she telling to be quiet? She's talking about. But anyway, the police have everything. Child, what? Romeca's text messages. Okay, Holly's phone. So let's just keep quiet. Who does she want to keep quiet? Because I thought it was justice for Romeca. Because if this goes to trial, her legal team already has more than enough evidence. But you don't get to say so on whether this goes to trial or not. I thought that was the grand jury that was supposedly meeting. Oh, okay. So I guess they have the aunt is saying they have this power to stop this from going to trial. All right, so let me see. What did Quadre say? Let me go back. What in the world is all of this? Lord, put a one in the chat if y'all want me to read this long post of Quadre. Wait a second. What in the world? She done responded to his message. Oh my God. Let me just show y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to go over it. Cause child, this is a whole rap sheet. Huh? Yeah, it's justice for Romeca. Girl, Bob. We don't care if it go to trial or not. Okay, she gonna have to prove her self-defense claim. Okay, we don't know if those messages are real or if it's enough to say it wasn't self-defense. How about that? Do y'all want me to go over this? Y'all want me to go over it? Put a one if you want me to go over it. Show y'all. Oh my gosh. That's a whole book. You should have just wrote a book instead of trying to make a movie. It is a long, hard road. Oh my gosh. Joy to the world. Good morning. Only reason we can't refute Romeca being behind the Text Now apps that the police has her phone and seen that already. Okay, but does it show her with a Text Now app making those messages? Okay, we got some ones too. Okay. Oh, y'all making it hard. Okay, let me see because there's more ones in the chat. Let's see here. Okay. So I've been following this case for a while. I'm only going to speak on facts. This is the Quadasia Holly Johnson versus Romeca Meeks Blackman. There's a lot of speculation about this order of protection, but the people that share this even read it. I am going to break it down being that it's public record. I am only stating what's on this court document in layman terms. All right. This emergency order states that respondent is prohibited to come within 1,000 feet of petitioner and residence. Number 3, the respondent is prohibited from threatening, which may cause the petitioner to fear for her safety or safety of third party. Respondent is to not follow, monitor, observe, surveil, threaten, or engage in other contact or interfere with or damage a person's property or pet. Oh, Lord. Stalking can also include contact via electronic communication. 4, Holly did a newspaper publication because she couldn't get Romeca served. 5, a permanent order was granted July 14th, 2:11 p.m., expiring July 14th, 2027, 4:30 p.m. On December 3rd, 2024, allegedly, Romeca called Holly's grandmother and stated she was going to kill her. Now, I don't know if these were backdated because they're not in order because the dates jump around. Now, let me say this. On the text messages and things like that, did they include proof for this restraining order? Okay, because I even brought this up when we were talking about that, y'all. Like, did they have some type of proof when she got that? November 8th, allegedly, Romeca called Holly's friend Rebecca and stated she was going to beat Holly's ASS. Okay. Number 8, November 7th, Holly stated Romeca was calling multiple times from an unknown number. Holly stated she has an app on her phone that reveals unknown numbers. I need to know what app that is. Number 9, October 29th, 30th, allegedly called Holly's phone multiple times, and the app revealed she was calling from Romeca's 6-year-old son's phone. I don't believe that. Okay. And I believe, in my opinion, that was Carlos doing that, trying to set some stuff up, in my opinion. They cannot prove that. Okay. Who did it? Unless she heard the voice, know for sure that was her, all of that. Did she record it? Number 10, September 28th, allegedly Romeca called Holly's phone and told her she hopes her and her baby dies. Also told her she was going to bust her head open when she seen her. Number 11, September 27th, 8, 29, 30, allegedly called Joy or Lowe's, is not clear on the paperwork to read, multiple times asking where Holly was, stating, who is Joy? Stating what she was going to do to her. Holly stated Romeca was hitting Carlos Smith while she was on the phone, and she could hear their son in the background saying, "Stop hitting my daddy." And that has nothing to do with her. If that did happen, I still stand on that. And she called on the 27th, 28th, 29th, 34 days. She calling them multiple times asking where was Holly. Child. August 27th, Holly states Romeca called her phone multiple times, stating she was going to kill her. October 9th, Holly states Romeca called her phone at 2 a.m. and that she didn't hear the phone because she was asleep. September 16th, Holly states Romeca texts me with bothering messages. September 15th, Holly states Romeca texted her. Oh, Lord. September 7th, Holly states Romeca texted me and sent me inappropriate videos of her private area. Why would Romeca send her a message with her private area? Could that have been something she shared privately with someone and they sent it? Exactly, your love. Right. If it's done the right way, but this one was by default, Jasmine. And I'm on another screen, so I'm missing some of y'all comments. Romeca totally incriminating herself in those text now apps. She might as well use her real number. And that's on the order of protection. Then voicemails is what's going to hurt the case. That's why she did it online, right? Yeah, because like, does she have voicemail recordings, right? Other than, oh, I think it's her. I think she's behind this text now app. It was her son's phone. Like, you have to have concrete evidence, even if you take it to trial. Okay. August 28th, Holly stated Romeca left a voicemail. She states Romeca has left her voicemails on multiple occasions. Now, this is the last part of Holly's statement. Holly states Romeca has reached out to her on multiple occasions. May 13th was the most recent harassment on IG. Holly stated Romeca Googled her name and found her grandmother's address, mother's phone number, found grandmother's number, and is currently seeking her address. Holly stated that Romeca has called her friend Rebecca. Where is this Rebecca girl? Because that's the only friend she got. Child. Oh, Lord. And is Rebecca the one that they could have had in common? I don't know. But anyways, I'm just thinking as I'm reading this. She called her friend Rebecca. Has called her friend Rebecca unknown and straight through multiple times a day. Holly states Romeca texted her mother looking for Holly. Holly states Romeca texted Carlos' phone, letting him know she had Holly's grandmother's address. Holly also stated Romeca called her friend Rebecca and told her she had Holly's grandmother's address. Number 6 on the order of protection, it states no contact with petitioner via third party or social media. My observation, this is the last part, y'all. About 6 months after the original petition was filed, Romeca was served by the Sheriff Department on June 11th, and it was filed and put in the court system on June 13th, 2025. Romeca was to appear in court 7 days later on June 18th. That's 5. Romeca didn't show up, and a contingency of the order was granted. She could have called and said she couldn't have made it. On July 8th, 2025, they sent out a certified mail, and on July 14th, which was the final court date, the final order of protection was granted. I'm posting this for educational purposes because someone lost their life. A child lost their mother, and a mother lost her child. This case is not about right or wrong, it's about following the law. A person should be able to go anywhere they want and not have to worry about being attacked and are they safe. You would hope when people get these orders served that the respondent follows them and stay away. In this case, they had children in common, but Romeca's son was in school. So her being near the baby father, knowing that Holly, the other baby mother, was there, was violating this order. I believe had she not got out her car that day, but when she see them together, she was triggered. She would be alive till this day. I feel that this all could have been avoided. Nobody deserves to be unalive, and that's why the law puts documents like this in place. And so the aunt shared that post, okay, and that's when the aunt said this. And let me just add, because she shared his post, my 2 cents. The police still have Holly's phone, which contains multiple threatening voicemails from Romeca. And I know the nosy folks in Lake County didn't forget that Facebook post where Romeca was all up in Holly's comments. I kept telling her to get mental help and stop harassing my niece. But anyway, the police have everything. So let's just keep quiet because if this goes to trial, her legal team already has more than enough evidence. You may not take threats serious, but we do, especially when you can prove they're credible. Happy Monday. Oh boy, boy, boy. I'm alive still. Um, where do we go with that? Oh my gosh. Let's see what y'all saying. Child. Hey, Sienna, girl, after the first call, I'm not about to play with you. You're going to jail. I wouldn't have even gotten them calls. Exactly. So we went through a whole book of threats, and you never sent the police, or you just kept going after this restraining order, but you never called the police, tried to get them involved for online harassment or something like that. Right. Like, this is crazy. Holly broke her own order of protection by inserting herself into Carlos and Romeca's fighting argument. Right. So you're saying she never deleted the text now app? So yes, the school is across the street, but the zoning starts from the entrance door. So technically they were closer to Lowe's house than the school, which was across the other street. Okay. Romeca was going to school and working 2 jobs. She wasn't checking for that girl. Exactly, especially this amount of checking up on her. She wanted to be relevant so bad. I'm sorry. Hi, it is what it is. Thank you for joining. Hey, Uncle Charles, good morning. He copied, that's my post. He copied and pasted, and on my page, there is the order of protection, and it's all. Wait a second. Hold up. Now, wait, Quadre. Are you plagiarizing? Real T TV said that was her post. Oh my goodness. Are you plagiarizing? You know you can get kicked out of school for plagiarizing, right? Because I know you didn't type all that. I already knew that. I knew it was on your page. I never knew where it came from. I knew you didn't do all of that. Okay. Right. Oh my God. She said that's her post. But they approached Romeca, mouthing off, trying to draw her out of her car. Y'all go in every person's chat that's about Romeca. Y'all are disgusting and very obsessed with that girl. Sound like she been hit with the quadre bug. Who? The aunt. Whatever they have, I think is strong because the told me that Rose's behavior was bad as in she had a history of having unruly behavior enough for them not to move forward. So where did they tell you that, Jasmine? Hey Teresa, welcome. Family said Holly started it with, she said when she left her role, she moved on and the witness said Los and Cordesia were the aggressors that morning. Right. It's a lot of jealousy with Romeca, even after. Yes. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. And even in the aunt's response, you don't even uh you don't even I can tell the tone in that post. Like you don't even have any empathy that she's lost her life. And you saying a lot about this restraining order and all of the things that led up to her getting it, but have you shown any proof of that? See, this is my thing. It's a lot of people can say, oh, this, oh, that, oh, this, oh, that. We have yet to see any proof. And my thing is let the court do their thing. Okay? Let them do their thing. Who you telling to be quiet? Let's be quiet. Yeah, of course you're gonna want it to go quiet so your niece can go free. So that it's no longer justice for Romeca. Okay, we don't know what happened in that particular moment. We're still waiting. Quadre, where's the video? Or whoever has the video of leading up to that moment. We don't know any of that part yet. Is that why y'all have not released that part? Because everybody wants it to go quiet? Because that may show a different story as well. Like miss me with that, baby. I don't know who she thinks she's trying to intimidate with that. Child, who is she the ruler of? Like, girl, bye. The whole attitude in that post. This is sad. That just made me mad. Like, seriously, sad to say at the end of the day, something had to be said where that girl was able to walk free. That's what I'm saying. We don't know what was said. But according to Jasmine, some police were also, because she lives there, they telling the business and stuff, making Romeca look like the aggressor. We don't know. But something was stated. Right, Deanna? Watch what you say and post online because it could be held against you. And cameras are everywhere. The cursing, yelling, threats don't do it. You don't have to win every argument. You said you're the source. We still waiting on you. What happened to the video from the other day? We're still waiting on that, Quadra. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. It's not a crime to curse out your man for freaking lying. She ain't said nothing to Holly. It was between her and her man at the time. Right. No, I ain't said nothing. I definitely didn't say that. You've been telling us, don't try to put it on Keys now. You came on the panel the other day and said it. Oh, 6 o'clock, I'll be able to go live. I'm going to show it. Still ain't showed it. We on Monday, Quadra. Yes, they are still obsessed with the envy and hate. These folks have no heart. They talking way too much. Okay. Hey, Brittany. Hey, sis. They're all jealous of that girl. Even the DL men. Uh-oh. Clock it. It'll come out mahogany. Uh-huh. Right, joy to the world. Right. I'm so tired of him, a whole dude, parading this girl's death. So, y'all. Mm-mm. Who child? Mm. Well, that was just random off the top of this morning. This part, I'm gonna go through it with a fine tooth comb. My thing is, tell the aunt if she's not tuned in, to show evidence of what's stated in that statement that you put out. We need to see some text messages, hear some voicemails, because it means nothing. Okay. I don't trust Holly. So it means nothing to me when people say this or say that. I don't care about that. So we got to see some proof. I'm still stuck on that. I'm left there. We still need to see proof if there was a fight leading up to it. We still haven't yet to see a video. So we just looking at stuff that we have. Everything else is speculation and assumptions at this point. If it has not been out, either side, okay, we don't know. We don't know. We don't have proof of nothing. Yeah, it's disgusting. Dreamy Girl was in here. I haven't seen Latay, and I know the others are working or sleep. I'm a mod too. Child, believe me, nothing gets past me. Now some stuff on the YouTube side, man, but I still kind of see most of it over here on Restream. All you do is lie. That sound familiar. Who does that sound like? Okay. All you do is lie. Why you lie so much? Why you lie so much? Come on. Brittany said, "This is sad. I feel bad for the family. Needs to grieve, especially the mother and Romeca's son. Family and son misses their daughter, and the son misses his mother. Prayers to the family." Yeah, the police, they wouldn't have to show the police have it, but we saying we don't trust the police. Yeah. I've already showed y'all Romeca stalking how. Well, that could be her looking through that. That video shows nothing. The only reason I'm going to post it, somebody hasn't seen it. So I'm going to post that. But it just shows her looking through her social media. That doesn't mean she was stalking the girl. She could have been looking to see if she was stalking her. Okay, or if he was lying. Maybe she was looking for a particular picture of her man, during that time. It didn't have nothing to do. Holly wanted it about her. Okay, that girl feels so irrelevant. She probably feels even more irrelevant that she didn't unalive Romeca and Carlos still don't want her. Okay, so miss me with that. That girl wants to be relevant. She wants to be seen, obviously. Okay, and she not even getting the attention. Romeca's still getting attention, even in death. Okay, and they hate that. They don't like that. That she's still the center of attention, even in her death. Holly wishes she could. Okay, the girl can't even dance. Now, what would she want to stalk her for? She's trying to stalk Romeca's page, is trying to do dances, little skits like Romeca. Okay, she trying to dress like the girl, wearing her white dress like Romeca wore to her baby shower. Child, miss us with that jealousy. Romeca was trying to cut for Holly and look into her business. Now, yeah, she probably had a whole problem when she found out that Holly was pregnant by Carlos and he lied. Y'all needs to be getting on Carlos. Okay? He the one playing two women against each other and lying. Why is it so much heat for Romeca if she's upset? I'm telling you, girl, Teresa, girl. I'm just saying, what the F was that supposed to prove, dummy? Right. That wasn't proving nothing. Y'all can make sure y'all hit the like button, please. That is for free. Also, if you would like to support the channel, you're welcome to send a super sticker, super chat. My Cash App is scrolling on the screen. And also, the Buy Me a Coffee link is in the description field of this video. Girl, okay. Miss me with that, Shabba. Even in death. Okay, Romeca's name is still out here. And Holly, girl, we almost forgetting about you. In the midst of us getting justice for Romeca, child, we almost forgot you the number one. The number one person we need to be focusing on, but you so boring. All of this, child, we almost have forgot your name. So we gotta make sure we keep you at the forefront just so we get justice. This is crazy. I cannot stomach that deplorable, disgusting excuse parading around trying to claim to be a human being. Who? That's what we're trying to find out. Who was she talking to on the phone? On that video, who was she talking to? Okay. That because why would she record herself and put a recording of herself looking through somebody's profile out there? It's confusing. That video really didn't show anything. I'm gonna just be honest. And I feel like they both were doing stuff to each other. It was not just one sided. So they could go somewhere with that Holly was innocent. Exactly, was not innocent. She was antagonizing that girl as well. That's what I'm saying. Be fair. If we're going to say it and they were doing it, baby, Holly was too, auntie. Okay. Holly is not innocent in none of this, baby. Okay, so you can miss us with the, oh, she was just so aggressive and being mean to Holly. And Holly was so innocent and not doing anything to this girl. She was just calling and saying she was going to unalive her. She was looking for her everywhere. And no. Okay, because we have the I would never video of her messing with Romeca. Okay, we got two parts. All right, so Holly's not innocent in that. Holly got the restraining order, then got the pow. You so afraid you live in a different place, okay, that you so afraid you go online to make sure you get your ducks in a row to have that order. Now, if your butt was so scary, you should have got your butt in the car and drove off, okay, with you and your baby. And get up out of there. Okay, run for your life, Forrest. Run down the street if you that scared. Child, miss me with that. Talking about let's be quiet. Who you telling let's be quiet to? Hold on, I'll go tell Daddy. Who she telling let's be quiet to? That's what I'm trying to find out. Baby, is she the top boss in charge of the people talking about it? She the head honcho? Is she the one that's in charge, Quadrate? You said the auntie has spoken. You were taking orders from someone else that was above. Is she the head honcho? They were going back and forth. It was toxic. I agree. Yeah, Holly is embarrassed, girl. She's unalive somebody and she's still not at the top. Okay. Hey, Denise, based on what we have seen thus far, I feel like it does prove she is capable of acting crazy. Yeah, I'm not going to take that away. But that's irrelevant. All that matters is what happened right before. Thank you. That's all we're saying. We're not trying to even give Romeca that she was innocent. Okay. We've seen videos where we know she a bad girl. She gets down. She knows how to fight. Okay, we'll cuss you out, do all of that, probably, But in that moment, that's what our focus is. See, y'all trying to take the focus off of that moment. You're talking about this restraining order, this, that. Come on. What happened right before that led up to that moment? I want to also know, what did Holly and Carlos say to her that morning as well? It was not a one-sided conversation. Hey, Latte, good morning, sis. No, I didn't wear a white dress to my baby shower. Okay. Holly was jealous of Romeca and had that in her heart for Romeca. Yes, exactly. Oh, thank you, Latte. Girl, let me watch my time. Okay. Oh my God. Girl, we got onto that post and girl was taking us for another little. Allegedly, Romeca was harassing Holly even before she was pregnant. I don't know. Yes, that's why she was done. She said, child, ooh, woo, Well, we'll revisit this. Let me go read it again from that auntie. Cause see, the part that stood out to me was let's be quiet part to me. Cause I feel like you're trying to control something. You just don't want the heat on your knees. Okay. Right. We understand that. Right. All right. So hey, I'm just saying, she telling everybody to be quiet. Oh man, the moment y'all never asked publicly why don't Romeca stay away from her so-called Carlos if you're running late or something. Quadra, at this point, all I got to say is just drop the video. All that extra going talking about it, I'm done. I'm done talking about it. I'm about, let me just see what happened before that. If you have that, all the other stuff is irrelevant to me. At this point, we done talked and talked and talked and theory after theory, speculation after speculation. Let's put some facts. Let's put some facts. Let's put some video evidences out here. That's all I want to see at this point with this case. Okay. All this, he said, she said, they said, going back, it's not doing anything to get justice. Yeah, we stand focused on the task at hand. What happened right before that? We see people recording. We got that this morning. We saw that one dude, if you know him, he was recording. Okay. He was recording over there. So we got all these videos being put out and people recording from different angles, but we don't have that one recorded. We don't have the indictment yet. So that's where our focus is right now. I don't care what the aunt says. It's not going to be quiet. It's still justice for Romeca. Thank you, Brittany. That's where we at. Okay. They would have to prove that in court. That's it. That's all. So you can't threaten people to say, let's be quiet or it's not going to end well. How do we know? It hasn't even gone to a jury yet. So what was that point to even bring that up? Yeah, where's the video? That's all. It's hashtag where's the video at this point. Okay. But y'all, I am going to get off. Thank you all. Yeah, just drop the video. Hashtag where's the video? All of that. He said it's on his page. I just showed it on the screen to Mika Johnson. Yeah, that's all. We're hashtag where's the video. That's all I'm for. Because all the other stuff, we could talk all day about it. But it's just hashtag where's the video. Yeah, that's all that matters. The facts. We're gonna keep it focused. Yeah. We tired of hearing hearsay. Yep. That's it. That's all I'm about. Let's just drop it. If you got it, drop it. Other than that, all the he said, the we said, coulda, shoulda, woulda, this one, that. I don't want to hear that. Where's the video? Let's go from there. Put it all together. Let's go from there. Let's see what the police gonna do. Let's see what this grand jury, if they come together, what they gonna do. It ain't no being quiet. It's justice for Romeca. Thank you, KB Mommy. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure you tap the like button. Also subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.